Dear students, good evening. Welcome to Law Excellence IAS. All our students know that we are known for innovativeness in civil services preparation. Every year, we help many of the students to pass various hurdles in the civil service exam. In this process, we are bringing in videos of successful officers, and they will explore or they will explain us what an examiner is looking in a candidate and what the board is trying to know about the personality of a student.
We have also gone through this process of preparing for written examination and interview, etc. Written examination, normally you keep on reading yourself with information, brushing up whatever you have studied till you enter the examination hall. For a personality test, that's not necessary. That becomes counterproductive. The reason is you don't know what will be asked. And there are ways in which you can handle, and then take yourself out of that area and expect the members to ask you something different. And we are all agreed that in a written examination, everything that has been asked, you have to answer.
Exactly.
Here it is not necessary.
Yes, sir.
Not necessary. Few things you are ignorant about or you are not very clear about, you can skirt and then you can clearly say that I am not too comfortable. Then they drop that and then ask you something else.
Yes, sir.
So here you have a choice. In written examination you did not have. That's why for personality test I would advise over preparation.
Yes, sir. Be natural in yourself.
It's necessary to relax.
Yes, sir.
And then have a good night's sleep before the personality test. And then the information that you have gathered should be sufficient. Not too much of preparation should go on the one day before or on the morning of the interview. It's far more important to be relaxed, agile, and then properly rested before you go. The food, etc. also I would suggest best thing is to take very simple food that morning, that afternoon before you go, rather than heavy greasy or just spicy type of food, which normally makes one drowsy. We don't realize it.
Yes, sir.
We don't realize that it has some impact on the way we think, and then it dents our alertness if you're taking that sort of food. So simple food is important. And taking some amount of water, maybe half an hour before, 1 hour before, taking a banana, that would be there, because after you have gone and sat in the waiting area,
Yes, sir.
sometimes you could be the last member for that session, which would mean probably you have to wait for a couple of hours.
Yes, sir.
So you might start feeling hungry or thirsty, etc. Of course, some provision for water, etc. would be made. But this banana technique I would certainly advise.
Yes, sir.
Before entering the UPSC hall, the best thing is to take a banana. The reason is, banana allows very slow release of energy over a long period of time. So you feel sufficiently energetic. Even sitting and suffering that boredom there and then going 2.5 hours you'll be able to carry through without much of drop in energy levels.
That's an important addition, sir. I never thought even about it.
A small tip. Okay, you have entered the UPSC building,
Yes, sir.
and then you are sitting in the waiting area, waiting for your turn. See, if you are aloof, isolated, and just confined to yourself, then a lot of anxiety develops.
Exactly, sir.
Best thing is there are 3-4 other candidates who are around. Just wish them and enter into some casual conversation.
Yes, sir.
That puts you at ease, one. But then you don't start evaluating those candidates.
Yes, sir.
Then, okay, he is better dressed than I am.
Yes, sir.
Then his diction is better. He is able to express better. These sort of comparative evaluations are out.
Yes, sir.
You are just talking. You don't do it when you meet your classmates in a classroom, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Same type of attitude you should have when you go there.
Yes, sir.
Sit down and just talk to them in a casual conversation, so that you have attained your free flow.
Yes,
Free
sir.
flow and then going in. So this again I will tell you, in a tennis match, what happens before the match starts? That side there will be Djokovic, this side Federer. Before they start the match, they hit the ball again against each other. Then they are not going to, he is returning better, I am returning better. He doesn't do. He just concentrates on his game only, whether he is able to return to it, so that the free flow comes.
Yes, sir.
The purpose of conversing with the candidates who are waiting there also is that just to regain your voice.
Yes, sir.
And then see whether you are free flowing, and then whether your mind is totally devoid of all anxiety, tension, etc.
Yes, sir. I have a student last year, sir, by name Harsha. He has got a very good profile. He's from IIT, and then he worked with McKinsey. He has faced many situations like this interview and everything. But he is the first member of the day, and then he felt nervous and he has spoiled the interview. So when you are the first member, first, what is the thing you need to assure yourself?
Actually, I would say if you are a first member, your task is very easy.
Yes, sir.
Very easy. The reason is you don't have any thing to worry about. You have come fresh, you have gone in. Energy wise, focus wise, you are at your best. So you are able to
Yes, sir.
go in and do. Same thing. I don't know whether this candidate, whether he has tried to evaluate himself,
Yes,
and
sir.
then whether he entered the hall with a lot of anxiety. So those things need to be avoided.
Exactly, sir. I mean, he did exactly the wrong, the things which you said not to do. So he started evaluating on the first question itself.
No, that should never be done.
Yes, sir.
Actually, this 15 days, 1 month period,
Yes,
the pre-personality test period, that
sir.
should be properly utilized to indulge in a lot of conversations.
Yes, sir.
Particularly if you get somebody,
Yes, sir.
a senior officer
Yes, sir.
or a professor
Yes, sir.
or a mentor who is 20, 30 years above your age, best thing is to get into conversation with them as well as your peer group.
Yes, sir.
Why I am telling that particular age group is, now the interview board is of that age.
Exactly, sir.
That age. Whatever you say, the generational thinking
Yes, sir.
is something that needs to be accepted. One generation thinks in a particular way, other generation thinks. The exceptions could be there, but generally, because the persons who are conducting the personality test, your interviewers, they belong to that generation, where they are. You can put them easily around 60 to 70,
Yes.
that particular age group.
Yes, sir.
So if you can get hold of some
Yes, sir.
persons with similar intellectual attainments or similar backgrounds,
Yes, sir.
and enter into conversations before you go,
Yes, sir.
that will put you at ease, because the persons who are sitting in front of you resemble them in the same age group,
Yes, sir.
perhaps with a similar type of thinking also.
Some students try to personalize the interview, sir. How far do you suggest? When I mean personalization means they try to explain to the interviewer through their life experiences. Do you recommend such an approach?
These sob stories, sympathy stories, they should be out.
Yes, sir.
See, they are all very evolved souls who are sitting and interviewing you. They can easily see through.
Yes, sir.
I have also seen this in some of the interview when we went to conduct the interview.
Yes, sir.
And then immediately you start telling, sir, I come from a very poor background, and then I had to work hard and then come this way. All these are not necessary. All these are not necessary. Sometimes when somebody is asked, look, you are doing post-graduation, why did you discontinue?
Yes, sir.
You could have completed it. No, sir, suddenly some bereavement happened in my family, so I had to take care of it. That's why these are all, they can see through all this sort of explanation. Most often they are not correct explanations.
Yes,
You don't owe an explanation.
Yes, sir.
You don't owe an explanation. If whatever is a genuine reason, state it. As to why you are leaving something and happening. Same way, if somebody is asked, why do you want to join civil services? Many of us fall into this trap and say, sir, I want to serve the nation, I want to serve the society. It could be at the back of your mind. What strikes you in your mind first
Yes, sir.
when you want to join civil services? You said it's a challenging career for any youngster who wants to come in, and then it gives you a very decent life, and you have far more opportunities to satisfy your urge to work because of the challenging situations. At the same time, I'm also able to be relevant and contribute to the society.
Yes, sir.
And then it enriches my life also.
Yes,
Isn't it? Experiences, meeting different type of people, etc., which is not possible in many other diverse backgrounds.
Yes, sir.
Which is not possible in many careers, is possible in civil services.
Yes, sir.
So that is why we can openly state and tell. The packets are decent, it's a good career progression is good, and then alongside, yes, it gives me an opportunity to serve the society as well as have very meaningful and enriching experiences. So it helps me grow as an individual also. Particularly those who live very lucrative private professions and income,
Yes, sir.
where they would be earning easily 8 to 10 times more than what they get here.
Yes, sir.
We keep seeing a lot of people leave those careers and then come here. So those persons should be very careful. And
Yeah.
then say suppose if somebody is already a postgraduate doctor working in a hospital, they could say that look, your life is much better than moreover the training you have received, your academic background, you are wasting coming here.
Yes, sir.
You should be prepared for that, whatever your arguments are for coming to the civil services. My best advice is best to be very, very frank. Whatever is your reason to attempt for civil services, state that reason. Only thing is, do it in a proper, in a sophisticated, in a nice manner. That is all that you should do. And honesty is definitely appreciated. And because basically, you see, tomorrow when you are in situations, but they expect you to be honest with your views.
Exactly, sir.
Intellectual honesty is a very important component of your integrity.
Exactly, sir.
It's not merely financial integrity, or intellectual integrity also is very, very important. So that you will have to show that you have.